Hello all, welcome to Money Text Guru. In this video, we are going to learn about yarn percentage calculation for a mechanical blended single jersey fabric. Mechanical blend means if two different component or content of yarn are getting utilized in the same fabric, either by feeding two different content of fiber in a same feeder or two different feeders of a knitting machine. I could be able to give you an example for both the options. The fabric image on the right is the plaited jersey, where the two different content of yarn are fed in the same feeder, so that the complete face side is with one component and complete back side is with another component. The fabric image on the left is the end-on-end single jersey, where the two different content of yarn fed in the consecutive feeders. For yarn percentage calculation, I have considered end-on-end single jersey fabric, and there are three different methods to calculate the yarn percentage details. I have divided the method based on two criteria. Number 1, physical swatch is available. Number 2, physical swatch is not available and only the knit parameters are available. Method 1. This is the most commonly used yarn percentage calculation method across the knitting industry, where the physical swatch is available. This method is called as weighing method. Let's have a real-time example to know the yarn percentage calculation using weighing method. The fabric quality I have taken here is 24's 100% cotton plus 167 denier end-on-end single jersey cross-dyed fabric with 170 GSM finished. Actually, the polyfilament yarn used here is 150 denier. After dyeing, it got shrunk and it became 167 denier. A piece of fabric sample is cut and weighed accurately. For better accuracy, please cut a fabric sample of minimum 2 gram or more. The fabric sample I have taken here is weighing 3.24 gram. Before weighing, I have leveled both the edges, both top edge and bottom edge properly, and then weighed. Now, the complete fabric sample is unraveled and segregated on the basis of yarn content, and individual weight of each content is noted down. Results I have got here is weight of 24's count cotton yarn is 1.87 gram and weight of the 167 denier polyester yarn is 1.36 gram. Now, need to cross check the summation of both the yarn content weight is matching to the initial weight of the fabric sample 3.24 gram. Always there will be a minimal difference. This is due to invisible loss during unraveling. Since it is a very minimal difference, you can adjust by adding this invisible loss weight proportionately for both the yarn content. Here the invisible loss is 0.01 gram. The reason behind this invisible loss is while unraveling, the fibers will fly in the form of fluffs. I have adjusted the complete 0.01 gram in 24's 100% cotton content because there won't be any invisible loss in the filament yarn. So, the final individual weight I have got here is the 24's 100% cotton 1.88 gram and 167 denier 100% polyester yarn 1.36 gram. Now, the 24's 100% cotton content in the fabric is calculated by dividing individual weight of the 24's 100% cotton yarn by total weight of the fabric, that is 1.88 divided by 3.24, that is 58.02 percentage. Then 150 denier polyester content in the fabric is calculated by dividing individual weight of the 167 denier 100% poly yarn by total weight of the fabric, that is 1.36 divided by 3.24, that is 41.98 percentage. Based on these results, the yarn ordering or fabric costing can be proceeded. Method 2. This method will be employed when there is no physical swatches available and only the knitting parameters details are available. In this method, the yarn percentage contribution can be calculated using knitting parameters like number 1, the actual yarn count in indirect method. That is, if the yarn count is there in denier, need to be converted into NE, that is English count. Number 2, loop length. Let's have a real-time example for this second method using the same swatch taken for method 1, the weighing method. The actual yarn count in the fabric is 24's 100% cotton yarn and 167 denier polyester yarn. If we convert this 167 denier to NE, we'll get 5315 divided by 167, that is 31.82 count. And their respective loop length in the fabric are 27.5 cm for 24's 100% cotton yarn and 26.3 cm for 167 denier 100% polyester yarn. The method 2 is a two-step methodology. In step 1, we can calculate the yarn ratio. In step 2, we can calculate the yarn percentage contribution. The formula used to calculate the yarn ratio is loop length in centimeter divided by the actual yarn count in NE or English count or indirect method. Therefore, 24's 100% cotton yarn ratio can be calculated using 27.5 the loop length divided by 24 the yarn count in indirect method, that is 1.1458. In the same way, 167 denier 100% polyester yarn ratio can be calculated using 26.3 the loop length of the polyester yarn divided by 31.82 the converted yarn count of 167 denier of polyester yarn. Therefore, we'll get 0.8265. With the above two ratios, yarn percentage contribution can be calculated. 24's 100% cotton yarn percentage contribution is equal to 24's 100% cotton yarn ratio divided by total ratio, that is summation of 24's 100% cotton ratio and 167 denier 100% polyester yarn ratio, that is 1.1458 divided by 1.9718, that is 58.08 percentage. In the same way, 167 denier 100% polyyarn contribution is 0.8265 divided by 1.9718, that is 41.92 percentage. Based on these two results, the yarn ordering or fabric costing can be proceeded. Method 3. Even this method will be employed when there is no physical swatches available and only the knitting parameter details are available. In this method, yarn percentage contribution can be calculated using the knitting parameters like number 1, the actual yarn count in direct method. If the yarn count is there in NE, English count, need to be converted it into direct count in denier or tex. Number 2, loop length. Let's have a real-time example for this third method using the same swatch taken for method 1 and method 2. The actual yarn count in the fabric is 24's 100% cotton yarn. While converting it into direct count in denier, we will get 5315 divided by 24 is equal to 221.49 denier and 167 denier 100% polyester filament yarn, and their respective loop length in the fabric are 27.5 for 100% cotton 24's count yarn and 26.3 centimeter for 167 denier 100% polyester filament yarn. Even method 3 is a two-step methodology. In first step, we can calculate the yarn ratio. In second step, we can calculate the yarn percentage contribution. The formula used to calculate the yarn ratio is loop length in centimeter into actual yarn count in denier or tex. Therefore, 24's 100% cotton yarn ratio can be calculated using 27.5 the loop length in the 24's cotton yarn into 221.49 the denier converted from 24's count, that is 6090.98. 167 denier of 100% polyester yarn ratio can be calculated using 26.3 the loop length in the 167 denier 100% polyester yarn into 167 the denier actual yarn count in the polyester is 4392.10. With these two ratios, yarn percentage contribution can be calculated using the formula yarn ratio of individual yarn divided by total yarn ratio, that is the summation of 24's 100% cotton yarn ratio and 167 denier of 100% polyester yarn ratio. Therefore, 24's 100% cotton yarn percentage contribution calculated using 6090.98 divided by 10483.08, that is 58.10%. In the same way, 167 denier, that is 150 denier 100% polyester yarn contribution is calculated using 4392.10 divided by 10483.08, that is 41.90%. With these two results, the yarn ordering or fabric costing can be proceeded. Consolidated results. In method 1, we got 58.02% of 24's 100% cotton yarn and 41.98% of 150 denier 100% polyester yarn. In method 2, we got 58.08% of 24's 100% cotton yarn and 41.92% of 150 denier 100% polyester yarn. In method 3, we got 58.10% of 24's 100% cotton yarn and 41.90% of 150 denier 100% polyester yarn. Out of three methods, whatever may be the method is employed, the results will be similar, but the results from these three methods will have only 95 to 99% accuracy. This is because of the actual yarn count deviations in the bulk yarn supply. So it is mandatory to cross-check the actual contribution in the bulk initial roll or pre-production roll to avoid last-minute issues during bulk execution. Hope this video is useful and informative. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, like and share. Please post your comments in the comments box. Catch you all in the next video. Till then, bye from Money Text Guru. Bye bye.